obviously we're going to scrimmage and we're going to play games. So, we're going to try to play some really top-notch people in Division II, West Florida, those type of folks that, we obviously last year we scheduled Valdosta State. Just see where we're at in competitive venues against, quote-unquote, the elite teams.
That's Savannah State head coach Sean Quinn. Savannah State, the Tigers, one of the few, maybe the only Division II HBCU that will be playing football this spring if everything goes as planned. And potentially a heavy Gulf South schedule for the Tigers. And that is no easy task if you know anything about Division II football. They call those boys the baby SEC for a reason. Let's go now to our Stephen J. Gaither, who was at the press conference this morning for Savannah State. They had a football scrimmage today as well on Wednesday. And Stephen, man, a big Gulf South schedule. You'll see what you're working with really quick.
Of course, the Gulf South Conference is a traditionally strong conference. Valdosta State, so many of those other teams that usually bully SIAC teams, Savannah State is going up against them. They're trying to measure themselves because they know that they've shown in 2019 they can compete in the SIAC, and every year is different. That's no disrespect to anyone, but they're putting their sights on national prominence as well, coming off of that Division I stint. And so we'll see if that happens. But in any case, COVID-19 is going to wipe out most of Division II HBCU football. And as we see with FAMU and Bethune-Cookman, it's going to knock off some of the Division I HBCU teams as well. But Savannah State, they are not in the SWAC who we anticipate playing, but they are a football school in a football state of Georgia where pretty much everybody is going to be playing as much as they can.
Basically do a training camp and then scrimmage and ramp it up to some games. It's kind of what, where you, in essence, follow an NFL model where you start with your weights, your OTAs, and you work into your practices, and then you go to scrimmages, and then you go to games. And that's kind of what our plan is. A little bit's based on where we're at with COVID. A little bit's based on where we're at with teams, also agreeing to play. But we got a number of teams that have reached out to us, and I give the Gulf South a lot of credit. Their league has been pretty open to playing our teams in our league, and it's been good. We've got a number of teams in our league that are going to play cross-play, and I've told our folks I have no desire to play in our league until next fall when it counts. So this will be a good opportunity to gauge us outside the league, and even the SIAC 8's reached out. So there'll be some good games and some opponents. Obviously, they'll be a lot more talented than us.
Thank you, Stephen, and thank you, Coach Quinn. Coach Quinn makes a very interesting point there. He does not want to play members of the SIAC in the spring in his conference when the games don't count because spring is, it's not going to be fall. And the SIAC not sponsoring football this spring as well, although the schools independently have the authority to go out and play games if they want, and that looks like what Savannah State is planning on doing. So whoever lines them up and runs out there this spring will be there to give you all the news and information and updates. From the Atlanta studios, I'm Tolly Carr. We'll see you later.